Oh, no.
You got it.
We came in really hot on that.
No, it was good.
I'm so sorry.
The crowd loves it hot.
To everyone. Hey, everybody. Another technical difficulty means it's another Monday night at 8 p.m., which means it's time for another episode of Effin Rager. I'm your host, Connor Clifton, joined, as always, by my lovely co-host, Ned Gale. Ned, how the heck are you?
What's up? I'm doing good. Just threw a dead raccoon into a creek.
Okay. All right. We can get into it. I didn't know. I forgot to ask if you wanted to talk about it or not before we started the show, but you want to
to think about it. There was just like a big old dead raccoon in our yard when we got home today.
Yeah, there was.
And we threw it in the creek.
It was gross. It was so good. You threw it in the creek. We should be fair. Yeah. You were the one who picked it up.
What would have taken two men to carry the largest lad I've ever seen.
Oh my god! I almost got a little sick.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, one whiff of that bad boy.
That's the second time that's happened to us.
Yeah, in two different houses.
Yeah, the last house we lived at, but that raccoon died upon a tarp.
Which was so chill for that raccoon. Guys,
Until
if you're going
rained.
to die, any animal, if you're going to die, do it on top of a tarp or a bindle that's unwrapped or something, or maybe a catapult.
Yeah.
Anything where we don't have to pick you up and move you, we could let the thing really do the work.
But you know what happened with that tarp. Because the raccoon, while it died on the tarp, it didn't let us know it was dying.
Yeah. No, which was uncool move on the raccoon. It was cool of him to die, or her. It was her.
It was her. It was definitely her.
It was absolutely her.
Yeah.
We should explain. There were babies that came forward afterward. We weren't just like checking it. We're like, yep.
What a woman. No, this raccoon died upon a tarp. The babies came to check it out, and then it rained, and it was terrible.
Yeah, no, and that's many people's fault. Looking at you, rain god.
Yes. Yes.
Uncool.
Ned, enough about your Monday.
Please.
How was your freaking weekend?
My freaking weekend, it was exhausting.
Yeah?
It was a blast and a half. And our weekend, I should say, not just my weekend.
That's
our
right.
weekend started Wednesday.
Yes.
When did we leave?
Wednesday.
My clock is upside down.
We left Wednesday.
Okay, yeah.
That's right, guys. We went to Boston.
Woo! We
We
went to Massachusetts,
That's
went
true.
to Boston, then went to Worcester.
Then we went to Brighton. Then we went to
Bryson,
Auburn.
yeah.
Then we went to Worcester. We were all over the place. Ned and I learned a lot about the logistics to go into traveling and to check if there is a time difference where you are going. And we found that out the hard way.
Look, we beefed.
We beefed it. We had to thank you so much to Sean and Mairead, friends of the show, for letting us stay at your place, and you let us stay in your place.
Yeah,
because
house number 17. No.
Yeah. We found out it would have taken us. The Uber ride would have cost $200.
Yeah, a pretty penny.
Yeah.
two Benjis.
And we couldn't do that.
Yeah. I mean, we're loaded. Sure, everyone on the show knows that. All of our listeners.
True. We make money.
Jingle, 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 all the way into my pocket.
Do you have a cash register sound on that?
I don't. I never thought about it.
Can you just get every sound effect from
here? This
money?
This is me dropping money into my pocket.
Okay. Oh yeah, your pockets are loaded with springs.
Yeah. It just jumps back into my hand. It's like, spin me. There's too much. This is me walking to my bank. Oh, I fell down. There's so many dollar bills on the ground.
You got any other ones?
And then this one.
And that's every employee at the bank rushing to serve you.
Yeah, it's me running away from the tax man so I can hold on to all my riches.
Okay, so we were up there and we made some friends.
Yeah, some fantastic friends.
Yeah. We saw a lot of great performances.
Mm-hmm. We were up there for the Woot Nanny Comedy Festival.
Yes, we were. We ran into Julia Serrano, friend of the show. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was cool hanging out with some Houston people up there.
Yeah,
it was cool meeting some Worcester people.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Josh O'Neill, cool guy from Cincinnati that we met. Finally found out his name. Well, we vibed with him, and then we left, and was like, "Oh, what the hell was that guy's name?
Forgot his name."
Oh,
man, there's
crap.
a couple people. I'm trying to remember names right now. I'm drawing blanks.
I got Will Ablis, the guy
Will,
who
that's
hated
what I was trying
you.
to think. Yeah, Will.
All right, why don't you go ahead and tell the story about why this guy doesn't like you?
So we came out the very first night. You know, Connor and I, we're stinkers. It was a stand-up show, and Connor and I don't do stand-up, so we did it the only way we know how. Wrong. Connor came up and told a story, a great story about the pig tar. If you guys aren't familiar with the story, I think there's a video of Andrew Love.
It's just a half pig, half horse.
It's a good story.
I know, but it's pretty easy to figure out. Yeah, I told the pig tar, and then you did the always classic.
Yeah.
Ham Hands Harry.
Everyone's favorite. I refuse to hear otherwise. Character. Ham Hands Henry.
And for the people listening at home who have no idea what Ham Hands Henry is, can you just give me the gist of this?
Yeah, it's a little bit more complex than pig tar, where pig tar is
true.
just a pig and a horse combined. Ham Hands is where I just put ham on my hands and just kind of talk to the audience. And it killed. It always murders. Everyone likes it, and no one thinks it's a dumb character.
No, everyone loves it. I had my head in my hands because I just knew it would go over well.
You had your head
Not
in your
because
hands.
I was shocked into disbelief that people actually ate it up.
No, it was great, and thank God it worked again. It's always
it's a solid bit.
Sure,
it's a solid bit. It's really funny.
Oh, thank you.
And I understand completely why people get a headache from it.
Oh no, it's my favorite thing. So I did it for Bob Morrissey, a friend of the show, as a stand-up contest last year, and I could definitely see some of the comedians getting salty, pun intended, about my ham jokes, because I came in and just did that while everyone did bits they've been working on.
Yeah. One guy came up and just kept shouting, 10 years! 10 years I've been working on my set, and people just want ham.
Yeah.
And that was Will Abelith.
Yeah, and he followed us around. He's like, if it isn't the ham, boys. Just over and over again.
On top of
I think he interrupted many a conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's like, oh, is he just giving you ham?
See, you did Ham Hands, and I did Pig Tar, so now everyone thinks that Houston's comedy scene is all pork-based.
Hell yeah.
And I'm all on board. But Will, he ended up being a fantastic storyteller.
Oh, he's great.
I really, really enjoy that dude's company. Can't wait to run into him again for sure. Gonna give him some turkey or something. I did tell him he was trying to get on after you at the second show, and I told him, go buy some turkey really fast and just do his bit.
If he could come up with 6 minutes of turkey jokes that fast,
well, gobble, gobble. Then we also met Julie Mitchell, who was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Friend of Maraid, and she had a really interesting thesis that she told us about finding out the most offensive and least offensive jokes based on the survey. Oh God, it sounded so interesting.
It was like a 100-page paper. It was mind-boggling.
Yeah.
And we spent the whole night like, tell us the safest joke. Tell us the meanest joke.
Hey, she told us both jokes, and I'll be the first to admit it. Didn't get them. Everyone, when she told the most offensive joke, which I'm not going to say here, everyone around us was like, oh, no. And I went, huh? What's the joke? And you had to explain it to me. And I went, oh, that's not good. And then we also met Patrick Hasty, really funny guy from Iowa and New York.
Yeah.
Fantastic at crowd work. He was really, really fun. We met a lot of cool people up there.
Yeah, and aside even from comics, just the locals. We met the Carpenters Union.
That's right. We told them right here and now. We would shout out the
them out. Wait, I have their union number. I won't shout out their union. I just realized how weird that is.
Hey, look, the Carpenters Union up in the Boston area in Worcester, they were... Guys, I don't know if the listeners at home know what a union is, but they got them up there.
They got them outside of Texas.
They got lots of them. These guys were carpenters. They were funny as hell. It was our first exposure. We were hanging out with comics from all over the country, and then we hung out with just some...
Well, this is before we even saw any comics.
That's
this
true.
Is the first thing we walked into the bar. The bartender was I can't remember his name, the nicest guy in the world.
Nick or something?
Maybe.
The bar was called
I'm pretty
Nick's.
sure his name was Bar. No, he was super nice. He's like, yeah, you can go out, get some fresh air, get some quiet time out in the patio. And we got nothing but fresh air and zero quiet time.
Oh, yeah.
Because right when we walked out, they're like, oh, you guys working here? Are you guys the band tonight? And we're like, oh, no, we're comics. Like, oh, tell us some jokes. Tell us some jokes. We can't do that.
Yeah.
And we just shot the shrimp with those boys.
Yeah, we just hung out with them.
About an hour. They were super cool. I love them.
They were interesting guys. I do want to say that was not the first interaction I had with someone from Boston. And I'll tell you what my first interaction. It was
Oh,
when
yeah,
we
because
were
it was your interaction with someone from Worcester.
were they from Worcester?
I don't know. I mean, that's where we were.
I mean, all right. So anyway, we get to the bus station in Worcester, and we go to the bathroom. And guys, I'm a Texas boy.
I forgot.
I know that water is life.
Sure.
Okay.
The essence
I
of.
have it on a shirt and a tote bag. So if I go number 1, I don't flush. There, it's out there. I'm trying to save the planet. There's no planet B.
Yeah.
So this stupid turncoat, I don't know what to call Boston people.
We have the dump button if you need to say something bad. Please don't do it, actually.
I'm going to try not to.
Okay.
This clown, I opened the stall, I walk out, and this guy walks up, looks in the bathroom, just turns to me in front of God and everyone in the bathroom and just goes, "You don't flush? How lazy can you be? You don't flush. Why didn't you flush the toilet?"
Oh gosh, so lazy. I was in the stall next to it. I was losing my mind. I was cracking up.
And I just looked at him and I shrugged. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man. But yeah, then we got out of the train and I was very upset. So that was my first experience. Everyone called them massholes, and I think I understand why that term stuck around.
We were told that everyone's be kind of like rude up there. Not necessarily rude, but just like
That was
more
the
uppity.
only rude guy.
And that was the only person. Everyone else was charming as heck.
Oh, and we did see someone our first night there who was, or a second night, I guess, who was very, very drunk and was saying words that he should not have been saying.
Ah, yes, yeah.
Was wilding out in the street.
Yeah.
Next night, saw him again. Totally fine.
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah, so we were all sitting out with some comics, hanging out, and I remember even at one point, like I was not facing the guy, and he was just yelling a lot. So I was like, I'm not going to turn around, like draw attention, and be like, huh?
Yeah.
As we were walking by, what was that long hair guy's from Colorado? Edward?
Ed.
He's like, man, and all those costume changes. I was like, huh? And I turned around, the guy had his hoodie in like the craziest former fashion around his body. He's like, ah! Ah! As he was walking down the street. I was like, yeah. And then the next night, the guy walks up just like middle of the night. He's like, hey man, can I borrow a lighter? I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And as he walked away, you're like, that was the guy.
It was him.
I was like, whoa.
It was him. He just, sometimes you just have a bad day.
Yeah. Well, it's those performance artist comedians, man. They're just so wild and out. Getting an early set outside the venue, moving on to the next one.
Then we kind of wrapped. That was. Am I missing anything? Oh, we did our duo set.
We did an Effin Rager set.
Yeah.
Which
I think it went pretty well.
I wish we could tell you guys about it, but you'll have to wait for the exact same set in Houston soon because we're not writing it again.
Yeah. It worked, and we're sticking with it.
Yeah. No, it was a really fun set. We definitely were like we were doing the bits there while people were doing stand up. So it was we were real nervous about how everything was going to be taken, but everyone was super friendly and
an island of high energy and an ocean of deadpan, which I don't know anyone anticipated. Then we went home.
Yeah,
and we were on different flights, but we got together at the airport. Went back, got some Whataburger first meal that we're home.
Right when we got there, we're getting a call.
Oh, all right. Hey, you're on Effin Rager.
Hello. This is the ghost of Benjamin Franklin. Am I on the phone with Ned and Connor?
You are.
Yeah. What's up?
I was watching you boys as a spirit when you were in Boston. And Ned, I wanted to ask you a question.
Oh man, wait. You don't have to say it on air. What did you see?
I saw a bunch of cool stuff and parties, but I wanted to know if you got the chance to go to Bunker Hill, an old historic Revolutionary War site.
Oh.
No.
Crap. No, we didn't.
No?
No, we did not get to go to Bunker Hill,
No.
Mr. Franklin.
Yeah, once again, Mr. Franklin, I believe when whoever was telling us about it, we said we'd be in Worcester, not in Boston, which is where I imagine that is.
Well, did you go to the Capitol or perhaps the original Cheers bar?
No,
we
that's
did
in
not.
Boston. We were in Worcester.
Once again, it's a different city. It's an hour away.
Hell, we couldn't even make it to Turtle Boy, and if you don't get that reference, then you just don't get Worcester.
Yes.
How about a duck boat sightseeing tour?
Nope, didn't do that either.
Hey,
How
hey,
about
Benjamin
a
Franklin.
Boston whale watching cruise.
If
by
you
a
were watching
high-speed
after us-
catamaran.
Hey, if you were watching after us and we needed 2 Benjamins to get on that Uber ride, why didn't you help us and duplicate yourself?
Oh, I was too busy walking the amazing Freedom Trail.
Get this guy on the phone.
Thank you, Mr. Franklin. I'm sorry. Ned forced me to hang up on you.
Wow, our founding fathers found a way to annoy me.
You did some other stuff this weekend?
Yeah. Swimwear department had a pretty sick gig yesterday.
Yeah.
We got to play the tailgate for the Dynamo. It was tight.
Congrats.
Yeah, it was really fun. They gave us jerseys and everything. I'm very humbled by that. It was
Cool.
a nice way to come home.
Yeah. And then
And
we saw the Joker.
Yeah, we saw the Joker. It sucked.
It sucked so bad.
It sucked eggs.
It was so bad, guys.
No further comments. I will not be arguing with you about it. It was
I will.
trash.
Hit me up. Hit me up on the show.
Yeah.
We'll have our own little side show. And
I have one review of it that I will not give on air.
and then I saw Downton Abbey and it ruled. And it just reminded me of just old timey times and how things used to be done.
Yeah.
And how there used to be a sort of performance that people would do whenever they were interacting with each other, like putting on airs. Maybe it was all scripted, maybe it was realistic. But speaking of things that are scripted, maybe realistic, I'm talking about wrestling. And speaking of wrestling, your guest tonight is a fan of wrestling. She's a fantastic improviser. She is part of the show. What's it called? Meetings. Yeah, the meetings that our previous guests have had. She's a current cast member of the House Truth Space Cat Labs at Station Theater that performs on Thursdays, and you may have seen her in festivals such as the Miami Improv Festival, the Houston Improv Festival, Trill Comedy Festival, Big Sexy Weekend of Improv, and she's also everyone's favorite TV and radio guest star, Stephanie Fisher!
Oh my goodness, all that applause for little old me? Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I did not humbly name myself everyone's favorite TV and radio guest star or anything like that.
Who did? Was it that ghost of Benjamin Franklin?
You know, me and
Because that was a pretty cool move on his part.
me and Benny F, we're pretty tight. We're pretty tight, you know.
Yeah, where'd you meet Ben Franklin?
I actually met him in Boston, if you can believe it.
No
Yeah. We met at the Cheers bar. He called me Diane, and I had to be like, this is not the show. And then we found out we both love the show.
Oh.
And I'm a total norm.
Hey, really? I feel like I'm Cliff Clavin.
I could see you being a mailman. I don't know what that means, but I do feel that way.
Okay.
Which one am I?
You're
Frasier or what? Probably Frasier, right?
You might be Woody.
Woody.
Super
I was
smart.
gonna say Woody.
Frasier?
Woody's the dumbass.
Is Woody his first name? Woody Frasier?
I think Woody is named Woody.
He is named Woody.
Yeah,
Okay,
and he's
cool.
played by Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, or you're a Sam. I don't know.
I don't know. I also could see you as a oh my God, what's his name? I just lost it. If you were like 30 years older, a coach, you know?
Oh, yeah, you're more of a coach.
You are.
You are a coach.
Which one's Coach? What does
Coach
he do?
is the one, a
He
classic.
was before Woody.
Yeah.
Okay.
The actor passed away.
Yeah.
But there's a classic scene where he's making a drink and he's distracted and his tie falls in the blender and gets cut up.
No.
And he opens it up and he goes, "Anybody want a Mai Tai?" So
I'm pretty funny.
Yeah. No, you're like
I'm just like that guy.
yeah, you're Coach. You old sack of bones.
I wonder if anyone expected this much Cheers talk.
I certainly didn't. I bet Benjamin Franklin did.
He hoped, you know.
So I mentioned, in my transition, I kicked it off with some wrestling. You're a big wrestlehead, a wrestle maniac even. Is that what they're called?
Well, I think we're called marks, is what we're called.
Why?
It's a wrestling term. If you are able to be worked, which is what they call it, if they are able to make you like suspend your disbelief,
Yeah.
and actually like get into the wrestling match and like the story and stuff. If you're able to get worked and you love wrestling, you're a mark because you mark out for wrestling.
Oh, I like that. It's
okay.
like Stan.
It is like standing, yeah.
Stands, marks.
Yeah.
I stand mark.
What
out.
is it? What are the fans for improv where you can kind of suspend their disbelief and think it's funny? Oh yeah, chumps.
But please come to my improv shows, chumps.
Yeah, me too. Come to mind.
So
Yeah, that's what that is.
we
So,
still haven't been able to come up with a name for our fans.
for your fans?
We're all about making these puns, but we don't have.
Which earlier, I was going to try to sneak it into the show. I'll just say it now. I thought of this right when you came on. Steph and Rager.
Ooh, I like it.
Why didn't we say that earlier?
Effin Rager.
Effin
Wow.
Mhm.
If you ever release an album and you need us to play the backing track, you can do Steph and Ragers.
If I ever release an album.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. When you release an
Yeah, I was
album.
going to say,
Yeah.
when is really probably
apologize.
Folk
more
songs.
likely.
Neil Young covers, that kind of thing.
Seriously singing, talking the Smiths like I did a karaoke the other night.
Ooh, Josh is
Ooh.
saying here, Marks comes from Carnies and Conmen.
Oh, he's right.
So you're the Mark. Oh, actually, Nick explained that to me recently. Because a guy on the street asking for money called me a mark and slapped my window. And he's like, yeah, it's Carney talk. That guy used to work at a circus. I was
That's
like, oh,
right.
man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wrestling had its roots at carnivals, and I forget that sometimes, which
Yeah.
is totally why that's where that term comes from.
Huh.
I
I would have
forgot.
never seen a connection. No.
So yeah, what do you think that we should name our fans?
Okay, so not to totally bring it back to something Cheers related.
No,
Yes.
please.
It's also 30 Rock related because that's like one of my favorite shows. So in one of my favorite episodes, oh my god, it's Kelsey Grammer is on it, and he helped-
Frasier?
Yes. Yeah.
Woody Frasier?
Him and Jenna and Kenneth do this scam, which actually like really happened with the Lohan family, and a black card from I think it's Baskin Robbins, which is only an elite.
Wait, Baskin Robbins has a black card?
Oh no, it's not black. It's not Baskin Robbins. It's like Carvel's or Carmel. You know the
Carvel. That sounds
yeah.
that sounds more
That's
believable.
It, that's it. And they have a black card. The Lohan family. I think Lindsay Lohan got one, and her mom and her family like overused it so much that they took it away. And so they did an episode of 30 Rock based around that, but it was with Kelsey Grammer, and he kept going in and being like, they'd get a cake, and one said Frager on it, and he returned it, and he's like, I think I'd know if I was named Fraser or Frager. And he's like, I should throw some tossed salad and scrambled eggs at you. What if you called your fans Fragers?
Fragers?
Like-
I kind of like that, like Effin Rager.
It is
Yeah.
like Effin
Fragers.
Rager.
They're like friends, but they're first off Ragers,
Yeah.
Raging.
then
They're-
friends.
They're first Ragers, like first responders. First rage sponders.
Ooh.
Fragers.
Okay.
I kind of like Fragers.
You like Frager?
Fragers?
Yeah. Hey, guys, if you like Fragers, tell us in the comments or call in at 713-526-8737.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a pretty good day. We're still trying to name our soundboard.
Yeah, that's
too.
what I was going towards. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a catchphrase for it,
Yeah.
as left by a friend of the show, Jack Killen.
Which is
pound that sound.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
So we still need a name for it, but we know once it has a name, sounds will be dropped by the pound.
if we could come up with like a pun on Mr. Gorbachev, so we could be like Mr. Gorbachev pun. Pound that
down
sound.
Pound down that
Oh,
sound.
I like that. Pound down that sound. Yeah.
Hey, you Fragers! If you guys got, any ideas for the soundboard, once again, call in at 713-526-8737.
I have a very serious question for you guys.
What up?
Did you guys name the dead raccoon that you found?
No, it named us.
Yeah. I mean, once you name it, then you got to keep it.
You get
and-
attached to it.
Yeah.
It's sitting on the couch for like a week.
It's just like you can name a raccoon whatever, though, like because it's not like a dog or a cat. You know, you can just be more creative with
if
the
the
naming.
raccoon
That's
was
true.
alive and scampering around, I'd probably call it Mitts.
Aw, did it look like a mitts?
No,
Aw, dang.
it looked big and bloated.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I guess we could call it trash.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
it looked like its name would be like Garbalo or like some weird alien
Garpolo.
orc name. Gargamosh. I got some so the Fragers are dropping names that aren't Frager down here. You got Best Friends Gang, the old BFG.
okay.
You got Rage Heads.
Okay.
I got Rage Fists. No, that's bad. Don't do that. Nope. Don't.
Rage cysts. Huh.
You know, because they're assisting us in rage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Yikes. No, none of that.
we got a lot of cool sounds on this thing. What do we got queued up right now? Did you just change the channel?
I didn't change anything. I'm pulling up the more one's got like the music on it and stuff. You know, it'll come up when it comes up. You can't force the soundboard.
That's true.
You're not. I'm not just gonna like pound the sound. You joking me?
Hey, Steph.
Hey, Connor.
You and Neto, y'all used to do improv together, right?
We
did.
Yeah. What was it called? Dr. Cop?
You got it. That's what it was. I actually was lamenting that just recently. I feel like because Trill Comedy Festival happening this past weekend brought it all back, and I was just like,
yeah.
Oh, Dr. Cop. And I just got sad. I was like, it was Dr. Cop.
I think the last Dr. Cop set we did at Trill was the Rockter Cop or whatever, where we were all dressed like super rocket. I don't remember why we were dressed rock and roll.
I don't remember either.
I saw a picture from it recently, and I had like a sleeveless shirt on. And my arms were like skinnier than they are now, if you can imagine, and like the worst farmer tan in the world. I was like, cool, Ned, really killing it out there.
I don't remember why we did either. I feel like maybe it was like just some kind of group decision.
We just like to rock.
We like to rock and have fun doing improv.
Darn right. That's right. We're talking about Dr. Cop who's not afraid to rock and roll.
You know, I've been collaborating with you for 4 years, and I'm just as lost as you are on why you would choose to do something like that.
I actually maybe have an answer for it, but it's only in hindsight. Because now I've seen a lot of Rock of Love, and I would love to dress like the ladies on that show for one night
Is
only.
this where it came from? Because Rock of Love has been a component of our friendship
I've
and
always
creative
loved Rock
history.
of Love. Yeah, I grew up on those VH1 shows.
We did Ruth. Did you ever see Ruth of Love?
The Micro Satan show that we did.
I think I did, but I don't think I got it then because it was like in like the recent
you got into Rock
year
of Love.
or so.
Yeah, I remember because you messaged me and I was like, "Oh, Stephanie, strap in."
Yeah. And now I have Pluto TV, and there's a channel where they play
yeah.
shows
oh,
like that.
Connor, I never
all
told
the
you about
time.
Pluto TV. Good Lord.
Is this another improv troupe you were in?
No, this is Connor. Okay, wow. This should be an offline conversation.
It should.
Because I'm going to be swearing
Why?
like
Is it a crime?
No, it should be a crime.
It
All right,
should.
dude. Let me break this down for you, man. There's a channel that exists. It is a streaming channel that just has channels on it, like live streams that are just constantly going. And it has channels like Next. Just nothing but Next.
And parental control.
It has another channel that's just parental control. And it has another channel that's just like, it's just like a bunch of reality TV shows. And it is so sick.
This is a crime.
I completely forgot it existed until now. Why did you do that?
Oh, you're welcome.
Pluto TV. Okay. Yeah, we'll check it out.
It's amazing.
We got the Fragers got some more names over here. We got Poofter, which is People's United Front to Raid. Wait a second, Jack.
Does it say Poofter or
Puftr? But we know what it sounds like out loud. And no, thank you.
Yeah, nice going, Jack. Then what else do we got?
Brenda's saying it was a rock and roll themed show. It wasn't our idea. We were asked to do something with it. We still rock.
And have fun doing improv.
Yeah. Do you remember where the name came from for Dr. Cop? It was
in a scene.
It was a scene. It was the first time in class that we had done. So Steph and I did all of our improv classes together too, and that was like the troupe that erupted out of it, for the lack of better words. but in some, it was the first time we did the Bat, which is where you do improv in the dark. And,
I've heard about this.
It's really fun. There's a group in Houston. I guess they haven't performed in a long time. I don't know if they're still active.
I don't think they are.
Called This Infinite Closet. That's like phenomenal at it.
Really good.
But in our first try of it, we had this very long scene that got very dramatic. And it ended with someone being like, "I'm a doctor," and like saves the person. He's like, "But I'm also a cop," and then arrests him immediately. And we're just like, "Dr. Cop."
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. If you search on YouTube, I think if you just search Dr. Cop, there's a small sketch.
Okay.
There is one sketch. We always were like, we're gonna do more. But,
Yeah.
Life.
That's how comedy goes.
Yeah, I know how it goes. Now, listen, you've been doing improv for a while now. You've been hanging out with this knucklehead, and I know we've got some mutual friends. So now I got to ask, how do you party?
How do I party? Oh, boy.
Yeah, what's your party style?
So I'm gonna tell it to you straight. I used to party a different way in my 20s. 20s partying, there were a lot more things involved outside of just my bed. and the TV.
Cool.
That's my party now. Or honestly, I feel like so boring as I'm saying this, but honestly, I've started reading a lot this past year.
Ooh, no,
Hell
that's
yeah,
awesome.
that's not boring at all.
Yeah, mostly Stephen King books so far.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah.
The Shining.
Sick.
I finished Doctor Sleep pretty recently, and I'm taking a break. But my friend already let me borrow it, and I'm going to do that after I finish Jurassic Park, which is what I'm reading right now.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I started Jurassic Park a long time ago, and I was in this lit to film class, and it's like my favorite class I ever took in my life because we would literally just like read books and then watch the movies that were based on the books, and then write a paper reviewing an aspect of that.
Did you have a favorite adaptation of them?
Oh yeah.
And was the movie Adaptation?
No. I saw Adaptation a few years ago, and
It
it's
rules.
a really awesome movie.
You said that you started reading Jurassic Park a long time ago. Was it so long ago that the dinosaurs were still walking the earth? We're back.
I didn't know what that button was going to be. I'm pretty happy with it. I forgot we had these loops. Hey guys, the contest is still on. Quick sidebar. So Connor and I found out recently. This has nothing to do with the real singers. This 100% has to do with people doing impersonations. But we have come to the conclusion, hypothesis. If you are doing a Robert Plant impersonation of Led Zeppelin, one breath will shortening your breath just a little bit will make it Brian Johnson from AC/DC.
Really?
Yeah. So
Oh,
let's
boy.
do.
I heard you guys doing your Brian Johnson's
Okay,
last
all right.
week.
So yeah,
I
you
did
get
hear
it.
that.
You
yeah.
get it. Yeah.
I remember.
So if anybody wants to call in and do an impression of Brian Johnson or Robert Plant, call in. No Jimmy Page impression.
No Jimmy Pages. Okay.
Those weren't
And just
funny last week.
Real quick, just once again to remind you what they each sound like. Here's Robert Plant. Wait, the song's almost over. All right, I think this is the end part.
Led Zeppelin has pretty long songs.
And then this is Brian Johnson.
You perfectly looped that, by the way.
I'm really happy with that one.
Perfectly looped it. Yeah, anyway, that's what this show's about. So now you party with just your bed and a book.
Yes. Mostly I'm watching TV probably if I'm in my bed. I read a lot on my lunch breaks at work, and it's nice. I just take my lunch to my car, and I just have some total me time.
Hell yeah.
So it's been cool. I'm glad I restarted Jurassic Park because as I was reading it way back in the day, I went to LA to visit some friends, and they got me this banana nut bread that was special banana nut bread. And I was like,
What was special? Are there dinosaurs in it?
yes.
It was like frozen in sap.
Something like that. It was very similar to that. But yeah, so I ate it before I got on the plane to come home. And on the plane, it started hitting me. And I was reading Jurassic Park, and I'm a good 100 pages in. So they're there. The dinosaurs are around. Stuff's happening.
In the plane?
Yes. It was like snakes on a plane, but instead of snakes, it was dinosaurs. And there's no Samuel L. Jackson. It was just me being
And no one could move because the dinosaurs were huge.
Yeah, I feel really bad. I should have really sprung for a better ticket for the flight. If I would have known that was that cramped in the cabin.
No, to be fair, if the dinosaurs are going to ride the plane, they should buy 3 tickets at least. This is okay. United, I'm calling you out.
Really though, especially the ones that have wings. I'm not trying to be someone who is discriminating against dinosaurs that have wings, but if you have wings, why aren't you flying?
Yeah. Pterodactyl.
Did any of the other passengers turn to you and say, "It's the safest way to travel"?
It's a living.
They're like, "You call this economy class?"
I did. No, weirdly enough, I did see some of the dinosaur extras from Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas.
Rock
That's
Vegas,
it. Viva,
yeah.
I always want to say Las Vegas.
Viva Rock Vegas.
Viva Rock Vegas.
That's the one with Gazoo in it, right? Or Gadzoo?
Yeah.
Yes, who is played by Alan Cumming.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember like any of the casting of that movie.
Oh my
God.
I remember the first movie, but
Ooh.
everyone got changed out in the
I can
second one,
tell
right?
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
roll it
Yeah,
down
yeah.
for me.
Fred is played by Mark Addy.
Oh, King Robert Baratheon.
Yeah.
First of his name.
As when I was watching Game of Thrones for the first time, Fred Flintstone. That's me. That's the person.
Who is that king? What do they do in GOT?
He is He, I don't know how to say anything about him without feeling
Does he ever,
like I'm
does he ever kill
spoiling
anybody?
things.
He's the king that dies at the beginning that kind of kicks off the war of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, okay.
That's true.
And he's just like, "Ach, I hate the Lannisters," or something like that.
Does he gets like poisoned or something like that, or stabbed?
He gets
Stabbed, I
he
think?
gets stabbed by a stag. A stag stabs him in the bag.
It stags him, and then as he's walking away, he goes. He's like on his tippy toes, like Fred Flintstone.
Oh, twinkle toes till I die.
And as he's dying, Alan Cumming walks up and goes, "Way to go, dum dum!"
You really screwed this kingdom up now, dum dum. Okay, who else is in this movie? Roll me down
so-
this cast.
Betty is played by Jane Krakowski.
Tight.
Yeah. Wilma is Kristen Johnston.
Ooh.
Yeah. The bad guy is Kyle MacLachlan.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Who plays Barney Rubble?
Oh my God! Yeah, Stephen Baldwin plays Barney Rubble. How am I forgetting Stephen Baldwin?
Wow.
A question that's been asked time and time again.
Well, I love Biodome.
Mainly by the assistant director of the movie. He's like,
And the
who's playing Fred again?
and the other
Oh, it's
Baldwins.
It's me, Stephen.
Oh, Billy Baldwin is Biodome. Or Encino Man. Wait, which one is he? No.
Stephen Baldwin
Or
is
good Lord.
no, not Encino Man. Oh my God, Biodome. Yeah.
Biodome. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I actually learned about homeostasis from Biodome and got a question right in biology class.
Ooh.
Bam.
And I lord that over my family to this day because they were like, "You won't get anything out of watching these stupid movies."
I know who Tenacious D is, Mom.
Oh yes, I do.
Man, I
know.
haven't seen that movie in a long time. I can't imagine it's a.
I've never seen
I'd like to-
Biodome.
We should watch it. Have you seen Encino Man?
I haven't seen that one either.
Oh wow.
The only Pauly Shore movie I've seen is In the Army Now.
Oh, really?
And I
Wow.
just remember it because
Dude, I love Jerry Duty.
when they get the clean water, and he goes, "I owe it all to my brother, the pool man."
Obviously, I'm stuck in like the past because literally so much of what we've talked about is
Yeah, that's fine.
Josh just said, skateboarding for Jesus. Little Biodome quote there.
So, do you remember the first party that you went to or through?
And this doesn't have to be. This could be any definition of a party, whether it's a birthday party, bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
So I have two that I can remember, like from
Bar
when I was
mitzvah.
like younger. I remember the first sleepover I went to was in 4th grade, and it was like walking distance from my childhood home, and my mom like walked me there and stuff. And I remember we were singing very late to the Dawson's Creek theme song, like loudly.
Which one is that?
I don't know what it's called outside of the.
Is that the?
I don't wanna wait. Yeah.
That one? Okay.
I don't know what it's actually
It goes,
called.
I don't want to wait for this.
I had to stop. I had to stop that. Okay, so you're singing along.
We did that.
Did y'all get in trouble?
No, the parents knew what was up. We also listened to a lot of disco because we were kids who were very into disco. I don't know why. Well, I mean, besides the fact that disco is like really cool.
I don't know why we liked it, except it's like the greatest freaking music in the
Yeah,
world.
It's like kick ass.
I mean, any music that lets you go boo like in it like readily, and everybody's like, yeah. I love that. And everyone like wears these like really nice suits that are like one color. I don't know. Maybe I want to live in a cult. That's what it sounds like.
I only like
saying
music where
it.
they let you go. And I don't hear that in disco.
It's just slowed down a little bit. They just go woo Woo!
I think I can slow this one down.
Woo, woo.
Here, let's see if I can something like this.
It's still a
Is that
little
Earth, Wind, and
fast.
Fire?
There
What
you
is
go.
that?
I forget I could do that.
Oh, great.
I remember those things, and I also remember like girls being girls. Like we were basically like doing stuff that you. I'm like embarrassed almost to admit that I did it as an adult.
You
Like,
guys talk about boys?
probably, but I remember
Yeah,
more so.
probably. All right. Yeah, I don't want to say your crush on air. I get it. All right. Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know that I would remember my 4th grade crush.
I remember mine.
You do.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Sonny Radford. Whew, she was a babe.
I'm trying to think of who my 4th grade crush
I don't
was.
think I had a 4th grade crush. I can remember 3rd grade crushes and 1st grade crush, but I feel like a lot of my crushes like moved away.
I'm sorry, but this is the $1 million question. Who
Oh my god.
was your 4th grade crush? Was their name Billy? B. Thomas? C. Syed?
Syed.
Or D. Connor Clifton?
The camera cuts to Connor in the audience.
Oh, me?
Slowly holds up a Valentine.
Oh.
I'm sorry, your time is up. The answer was me. Regis, film it.
Or Chris Harrison, who hosts the show now.
Oh, really?
What? There's a new host?
Yeah, Chris Harrison.
I
of
remember-
Bachelor Nation.
Who? Was it Meredith Vieira took over for Regis?
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes.
'Cause I remember there was a new host. I was like, huh? I couldn't believe it. I
And
didn't know
it's
you
a
could do
lady.
that. I don't think that bothers me so much.
No, I meant like in a good way.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. What's up? Everything cool?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite game show?
Oh, a favorite. Oh, that's tough. I'm really good at Wheel of Fortune, so I like Wheel of Fortune a whole lot.
Can you do a wheel for us right now?
Can we?
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know either.
Wait,
That's definitely something we'd have to. We should come up with some games. The show's so boring.
It's not boring.
hang on.
Are you just gonna play Hangman?
I mean, that's what the game is.
It is.
Wait. What does Robert Plant say in that song? Hangman. And then Brian Johnson goes, Hangman.
Yeah.
Once again, guys, please call in and do a Brian Johnson or Robert Plant impersonation. Call in at 713-526-8737.
Do you like Jeopardy?
I do like Jeopardy.
Do you like games?
I enjoy watching it. Oh, you know what? I should say my favorite game show is Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. I love Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Oh, that is a
Oh,
fun
I do
one.
like
That is a
that.
really, really fun one.
That one and Ask Me Another. I love
Yeah.
those. Those are my 2 go-tos.
Have you watched on Netflix?
Oh!
I feel like this
I
went
know-
under
I
the
know where
radar
you're
because we
going. I know where
forgot
you're
about
going
this
with this.
already. We've talked
Yeah.
about it on the show before, so
Yep.
listeners, shut up. No,
No calls right
Yeah.
now.
No, it's a show called Awake.
Oh,
Have you watched the show?
It's on my list.
Dude.
Oh,
Okay,
bump
here's-
it up to the
Yeah,
top of
yeah.
that list.
Here, we're getting a call.
Oh.
Crud.
Oh, look, we said no calls,
Dude,
so
come on.
you're on Effin Rager. It better be good.
That's pretty good.
Worth it.
Wait,
worth it.
was that Brian Johnson or Robert Plant?
I thought that was the guy from
Disturbed?
Disturbed? Yeah.
No, that was a Brian Johnson.
Really?
I think so.
No.
Call back in and give us another one of those. What do we got? The lie detector one where they ruin your life for $500,000. What game show is that, Jack?
Oh wait, was that X on the Beach?
Oh my god, I love X on
Yeah.
the Beach.
Steph and I had a good company.
A lot of X on the Beach talk.
I love X on the Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Awake.
Oh yeah.
Awake starts at hour 25. For 24 hours, the contestants of this game have been locked in a white room
No.
counting quarters.
What? Are you
The
serious?
game
Oh yeah.
is to count as many quarters as you can and not forget how many quarters you've counted.
and be very, very close. Like in actual, like you could have counted 45, but let's say you have 42. You have to be close. You can't be too far away.
Oh, and whoever guessed the least amount
I
of
guess
quarters
accurate's the word I'm looking
is
for.
immediately removed. So you have to keep count. You want to count a lot.
Yeah.
So the show starts on hour 25. Everyone's been up for 24 hours.
Oh my god.
And they just keep going through different challenges. And the challenges are like, some guy's gonna yell at you. Like,
Oh, no.
like, you're gonna get shocked. Like, this one splashes water in your face.
they're definitely
literally torture.
They're definitely like, thank you, contestants, for staying up so late and counting all these quarters. Now, round 2, brain freezes. Chug these slushies.
Oh yeah. It's the first game you play is just chugging a slushie as fast as you can.
I will have to watch this. This is amazing because I was watching that show Abstract. And each episode is like about an artist and their creative process.
You like it?
It's fascinating. I love it. I've seen like 3 episodes now, and it's really hard to stop watching it because each episode is about a new artist. So you're like getting immersed in their work. And the first episode, the dude's like constantly breaking the fourth wall because he does like interactive art exhibits and like kind of ones you can walk through and stuff.
Yeah.
So his episode specifically is the first one, and it's like tailored to you. It's crazy. I was like, if all TV was this personal, I would not be about any other medias.
Yeah.
Like, this would be the one.
That's how I feel. That's why I saw Wally and all those people in the
Wall-E.
chairs, that future. I thought, this is cool. I can't wait for this.
Up.
Yeah.
So Jack said that the game was called The Moment of Truth.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this is let's see. Contestants answer a series of 21 increasingly personal and embarrassing questions to receive cash prizes, and it's hosted by Mark Wahlberg.
What? Mark Wahlberg?
Basically,
All right, here's time
you're
for the moment of truth.
You're tied to a chair, and Mark Wahlberg's like, "You want to start telling the truth, okay? We're gonna start talking lies, or what?"
Oh, my God. Jack watches the worst television.
Are you
love
kidding?
that.
That sounds great. Whoa!
Bad
Okay.
Girls Club.
We just opened a link here. Our eyebrows are raised. Jack sent us a casting call calling all bad girls. Bad Girls Club reality show is casting in Houston, Texas.
Oh, man.
Here, wait. Let me get this logo onto the show or onto the screen because you guys need to see this.
I can't believe that show's still around.
Bad Girls Club?
What is
Yeah.
Bad Girls
What is
Club?
Bad Girls Club?
I don't know exactly. I just know it's a reality show. It's women acting badly, of course.
Okay.
Sure. My favorite thing.
Yeah. It's the prequel to Charm School.
I wish Charm School is incredible television.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
so
we got a
this is
description
not-
right here. So
I don't think so.
Bad Girls Club will bring together a cast of self-proclaimed bad girls in a beautiful mansion. These women recognize that their fun,
Oh.
outrageous behavior
You might be
has
right.
hindered their relationships, careers, and lives. Will living together help them move forward and turn their lives around? Or will the claws come out and the chaos rule in Bad Girls Club 20XX?
I don't know.
Sounds tight.
Yeah.
So December 6th, come out to Christian's Tailgate
Wow.
and just act bad all on your own, baby.
It's a Christian tailgate?
Yeah.
That's super close.
Yeah, that's like right down the street.
We drive by it every time we come down here.
Guys, calling all bad girls. I know some of my Fragers are real bad girls.
Let's dress up as girls and go do that.
Oh my god.
I could be bad.
See, I'm the least bad. I have such a big conscience.
Well, don't say that at the audition.
I probably won't
And
audition.
like, what's the baddest thing you've ever done? I helped an old lady cross the street, and I flipped her off with my hands in my pockets.
I shoplifted some stuff from Walmart and then got really drunk. And as I was throwing up all the things that I drank, I confessed to all my friends all the things that were on me that I stole from Walmart.
Showing them your shirt, like, and this was from the aisle 4, and they're like, get it out of my face.
I got this headband there and these earrings that are cherries.
Goodness gracious.
I would definitely love to go to those auditions and just gauge, like, so what makes you bad before we even get to see the show, because I want to see what the baddest of the bad that would never be allowed on TV, and the bad and the goodest of the bad that like won't ever make the cut.
You know I'm late all the time everywhere I go. I'm bad.
What?
Oh yeah. All right. Let's do some auditions. Let's do some auditions.
Yeah.
All right.
You want some audition music?
That's okay. I
You
guess.
sure?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Here, I'll put in. I'll do that beat from earlier.
All right. So, what makes you think that you can be here on Bad Girls Club? And also, what's your name?
My name is Buck Cherry, and I was named after the concert I was conceived at. And my last name is Latrine. Yeah, I bet you could guess why.
Badass. That's so tight. So what makes you think that you're a bad enough girl for the Bad Girls Club?
Well, you see, I like to go to a lot of rockabilly events where people have big old pomodors. And I like to take my big old skateboard and do tricks off their hair. It's pretty bad because it ruins it, and I get to get filthy, filthy air over all those rockabilly freaks.
That's pretty bad.
Thanks.
All right, moving on.
Once again, Buck Cherry Latrine.
Yeah, thank you, Buck Cherry
For
Latrine.
your consideration.
Thank you, Buck Cherry Latrine. All right, what about you? What's your name?
My name is Stoned, but I have everyone call me Stony. You know, I'm really like I'm the worst, you know, because I should wear pants to cover up my yeast infection, but I don't. I wear a skirt so I can air it out. And so people are like, "Oh my God, Stony, that is gross." And I'm like, you know what? I don't care, because like the doctor told me I should do it, and I guess I'll listen to my doctor because I'm not like that bad. I listen to medical advice, but at the same time, I have like 15 parking tickets, and I'm not gonna pay them until they're free parking tickets from the government, because that's coming. That's my presidential candidate's platform is free parking tickets coverage for all.
Wow, that is so bad. That's
Oh,
the baddest
man.
thing I've ever heard.
And we have returning our winner from last season. Why don't you introduce ourselves?
Hey y'all, it's me, LMA. I'm back for another season of Bad Girls Club. I know that I'm automatically allowed into the show because of alumni rules, but I figured I'd be a bad girl to people and do an audition again. And I just wanted everyone to know that I went to the bathroom earlier and I didn't flush. And I called out the person going in there and I said, "You probably did this." It wasn't me who did this. You're a nasty freak. And I filmed it on Instagram and I shared it with all my followers. And I had a lot because I won last year.
Oh my God! Do you know something that's so crazy is that sounds like my 4th grade crush, Connor Clifton. He doesn't flush when he pees either.
Or is the show still on?
I'll tell you one thing. Look, I'm LMA and I got one last thing to say. Connor Clifton is so friggin' hot. He's the hottest friggin' piece of ass that this city has ever seen. And the only reason I came to this audition is hoping that he would drive by again so I could feel what it's like to know love one final time.
Man, we got a lot of Stony stands in the audience right now.
That's BS.
Stoney's practicing good health. I would be friends with Stony 2020. She spells it Stony with an I. Maria said LMA for head of the EPA.
Hell yeah. LMA. LMA.
Yeah.
EPA. LMA.
Yo, stop Stony 2020. Hashtag spread it around.
That was so fun. Games like that. Is that something that we can see in meetings, a show that you have coming up on Saturday?
Oh yes, 100% you
Oh,
can. We have so it's gonna be 3 stand-up comedians, all local people, all really funny people, and 2 improvisers, also local improvisers.
Homegrown
show. We kind of like handpicked everybody. I'm doing the show with Albert DeLeon.
friend of the
Your
show.
friend of the show?
Yes, and he basically picked the stand-ups. I picked 1, he picked 2, and then since I'm doing improv again at Station Theater all the time, because I'm in the house troupe on Thursdays right now, I invited someone who's in my house troupe.
Nice.
And then I invited an old friend from improv times way back in the day, and we're really excited to be doing a show again together, because we used to do a show together all the time, and it's been a long time since we've played together, so it's gonna be fun. It's like basically we're trying to get stand-up comics to do improv and kind of like not feel weird about it, because it's not so much like short form games. And it's more like scenes where we're in a meeting of some sort, and we pre-establish like in advance what meetings we're going to be doing, but everything in the meeting is improvised.
Fantastic. I
Great.
love it.
And we break it up with stand-up sets from the stand-up comics.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I am very, very excited to hear about that. But I have to cue up some music so that I can legally be allowed to hear more about this.
Okay.
It's a whole thing. It's the FCC.
It's part of it.
They're always up our
And
ass.
well, you know the FCC, the Fragers who hate Connor Clifton.
That is not what that is.
I'm sorry, that's the FWHCC.
Yeah, and they need to leave me alone. All right, here we go.
Yeah, why are they so obsessed with you?
Who isn't?
FCC, as we all know, is a funny critters clawing, and they're always clawing at our door.
Oh my
And
god.
dying in our yard.
Dying in our yard.
All right, here
and
we
being
go.
called mitts.
Woohoo!
You guys seem like
I
you
want
like
a new
it.
plug. Tell us what's going on.
Tell us all the stuff you're doing after I sing this song. All right, Stephanie, plug your show.
Cool. So yes, come to Meetings, an improv comedy show this Saturday, October 12th at 6 p.m. at Station Theater. It's only $5.
Yeah.
And you'll feel like you went to a whole bunch of meetings because you kind of did just in rapid succession, and there'll be funny meetings. Also, come see Space Cat Labs. We're actually called Space Cat Nights Medieval Quest right now.
Ooh.
And we're doing a French Herald, so we all speak in French accents.
Oh, I thought we were just going to have sailor mouths the whole time.
No, I'm just kidding. That's not actually what it is. We actually...
Are you saying yes?
We. Basically, we are in a medieval location in each scene, so everything's kind of like set in medieval times, and we're kind of like medieval characters. And sometimes quests happen, sometimes they don't. And if you come, you can win free tickets to the Renaissance Festival.
Ooh,
Wicked.
hell yeah.
So that's a cool thing. Also, I have a zine that I make. That's a Twin Peaks weekly newspaper set in the town as the show is happening.
Whoa.
Oh,
So,
wow.
So it goes week to week, and the first one is kind of based on the first.
Wait. I actually have music for this.
Oh,
I
you
think
do?
we can do. Okay, wait. Connor, pull that down a little bit.
All right.
All right. So why don't you tell us about your zine?
Very Audrey sounding music here. It's great.
It's funny how the wallpaper just dances.
That gum I like is going to come back in style, I've heard. Anyway, so yeah, I basically try to write about what's happening episode to episode each zine, and it's pretty fun. I actually got to make like an autopsy for Laura Palmer.
sweet.
That I like did myself and scanned it in, and like it was crazy. I was like, what? I can do anything.
Zines.
Yeah. So it's really cool. It's called The Percolator, and you can follow it at Percolator Zine on Instagram. I've been trying to make really creative promotional videos for my zines there, and if you're a Twin Peaks fan, you will appreciate them, hopefully. And just remember, I'm an amateur, so please be nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Is there a way to get physical copies, or is it mainly online right now?
You can message the Instagram, and I will coordinate with you. We'll probably just I'll let you know my Venmo.
Okay.
And then you send me your address, and I'll mail it to you.
Fantastic.
I've done that with one person so far who lives in Seattle, so
Cool.
I'm excited about that.
And can we find you personally on social media anywhere?
Oh, totally. I'm on Instagram at StephFishFish, like my last name, Fisher. And then you can follow me on Twitter at StephFishFish as well. And I will occasionally tweet things about TV shows. It's usually what I feel compelled to tweet about. Sometimes movies, but mostly TV shows.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I was gonna say, if I ever see a good reality show, you're the first person I talk to.
Yeah, because
Which, by the way, speaking of VH1 shows, did you know that I Love Money is now streaming on Amazon?
Oh, I did, my friend, and I have been watching it.
Oh, I'm so stoked. I'm losing my mind for it.
I was reminded of White Boy's existence. I forgot about that
don't.
guy.
Okay. No spoilers. It's been too long.
Oh my God, and Mr. Boston. I just remembered
Yes.
that guy too.
Ooh.
Speaking of Boston, today on this episode,
Huh?
there's this
Connor,
guy.
it's all going to be explained next weekend when we sit down with our coworkers to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you got to plug?
This Thursday, as with every Thursday, Futile Society Improv will be performing at C Group at 8 p.m. $5 this week. I'm finally coming back, baby. It's been 3 weeks.
Woo!
3 freaking weeks that I've been off, and I'm so stoked to get back. I'm going to be so unfunny. I'm out of practice. You're going to hate it. No, it's going to be great, and I'm surrounded by some of the most fantastic improvisers in Houston. So come out and check it out. And then this Saturday, if you're in Blanco, Texas, I'll be performing at the Real Ale Brewery with Swimwear Department, doing a little pre-show for Utopia Fest. And then I'm sure I have another show, but I can't think of it on the top of my head.
When's your Cannes thing?
Oh, Cannes Film Festival. Guys, I used to run a film festival and still do, apparently, called Cannes Film Festival.
Cannes!
Yeah!
Cannes film! I love Cannes films. I used to make them all the time. I'll make one.
Well, here's your chance to make one again, because I need
Yes.
submissions very soon. Now, coming up October 19th at Station Theater at 8 p.m., or at 9 p.m., rather, will be Cannes Film Festival. It's a submission-based video show, and the theme for it will be movie trailers. I want to see some good horror trailers from people. I'll be posting a bunch of commercials on my social media soon. You'll all be sick of it. So get ready for that. Also, this Friday, I'm performing at Station Theater at 9:30, the improvised dating game show. Come out. Come date me. If you're in the crowd, you could be the lucky contestant.
Fun. I love that.
And follow me at Net of the Dead. Sup, what you got?
I ain't got jack, man.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm doing spooky stand-up at the end of the month.
Yeah.
If you're out in Austin, I'll be up there on October 29th. If you're here in Houston, I'll be here on October 30th. I'm co-hosting the dang thing with Nick. It's my 5th year in a row doing it. Love the show. That Monday, we got a spooky surprise for you on the Effin Rager. So make sure that y'all tune in. The Duke of Spook himself may be making an appearance.
Ooh, that's a big deal.
Yeah, but we have not confirmed. So, I don't know for sure. I don't know, man. I'll be around.
Yeah. Well,
I'm prepping for the Cannes Film Festival. I'm gonna have a video in that. I'm doing it. I'm running
hey,
the
you're
show.
doing it. You're doing it.
I'm running the show.
Hey, come on, kid. You
so
got
I'm
it.
tired.
Hey, speaking of zines, I want to remind everyone that we still have the Effin Rager zine, the Effin Pager.
That's right.
Ooh, yeah, it's a
Same
good one.
deal.
I
Hit us up on the Venmos, and we'll mail you one.
Yeah.
And buy Steph's zine too.
Thank you.
Yeah, you should definitely
Support local zinesters.
Yes, because it's a thing we love doing, and it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel really good when someone's like, like this year there was actually an artist at Zine Fest who was selling like Twin Peaks T-shirts with her Twin Peaks prints that she designed on them,
yeah.
and she had Twin Peaks prints. And I was able to trade her 2 of her really cool prints for my zines. I was like, no one ever has anything Twin Peaks related. So, like, when someone appreciates your, like, weird niche little thing, it's awesome. It feels really good.
The best.
And I wanted to tell you, Ned, did you know that one of the first times that Josh and I, for the people who don't know, my boyfriend of over 4 years, we hung out for the first time making a Cannes film.
Oh.
Yeah.
that's really sweet.
One of the first times. It was one I wanted to make where I was inside of a Target, and I kept seeing me shopping, but like I was also shopping. So like every shopper was me, but like dressed in different clothing. And I thought it would be really funny. I don't know why. It was like I was like gonna attack myself like with versions of myself in the Target, and he helped me film it. It was just really silly and crazy, and usually when I try to be really serious, my videos come out really funny, so I just keep going with it. So people were laughing.
Lean into it, yeah.
People were laughing a lot at that video, and I was like, I was being so serious about it. But it was cool, because after we filmed it, we went to Star Pizza, and we both bought a slice, and like we hung out and like ate pizza and like talked and stuff. So, yeah. I love Cannes film.
See, guys, Cannes Film Festival, you got to submit. If you submit, you will meet the true love of your life. So do it.
Especially if you're both weirdos who love making weird videos.
It doesn't matter. If you make Cannes film with anybody, you will be bound to them.
Because we did make that Jean-Claude Van Damme The Ride.
Oh, yes. I remember that
one time, too. Because I thought it would be funny if outside of a mall there was a ride where it was just like Jean-Claude Van Damme quotes and like him doing stuff on the ride. It was like 4D or whatever. You're just like riding in it, like those little cart things where you'd like go through the virtual reality, in the mall. I thought it'd be funny if that was a thing. So we like low rent because we have no budget, like made a fake thing, and Ned like did CGI stuff for us. And I became Jean-Claude Van Damme at the end of the ride. That's the thing that happens at the end of it. And so that was fun. I got to pretend to be Jean-Claude Van Damme.
See, guys, dreams coming true. Cannes Film Festival, October 19th. Get at me on Facebook. I'll give you deets. I'll help you with your video.
Yeah.
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 All right. Any last words before we go?
Nah, I got nothing. What about you?
Steph, want to put in a final word before the end?
Butts.